this is Tomo Daphne. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. In the last episode, we were in the middle of Mahiru's trial, and I think the only thing we know for sure is that Hiyoko has a gun and would have shot her if he had killed her, instead of the very obvious bludgeoning that she received. So let's continue with it.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
Okay, but legitimately, I don't remember where we actually left off.
Just leave it alone.
Waste of time to question him any further. Okay.
Anyway,
The letter and Kazu's testimony says
you were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house. Seriously? I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know.
Hold on, I'm still confused.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
With a sociopath like her, we have no idea.
We can assume she's summoning
Mahiru.
with the intention of killing him.
But it's like the same argument as Hiyoko. She's way too tiny to bludgeon anyone.
There were the news, so the others wouldn't find out.
But the part of the wording that confuses me,
Hid yourself.
let's change the time to 2:30.
There's evidence for that.
Was there a very obvious reason for Hiyoko to kill Mahiru at 2:30? The only place I could think of where Hiyoko was hiding was probably that place, right? A specific item was found there that would lead us to assume Hiyoko was waiting there. Spot selection. I was thinking it was the gummy candy in the closet. Because she only eats from the 4 elf food groups: candy, candy canes, candy corn, and syrup.
That's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummy.
No! Imagine she just outright lies to get the suspicion away from her. Oh my god, she is lying to get the suspicion off of her.
Captured the true character of this mystery.
Gundam, I don't think you're contributing anything to this mystery. To the beach house. Inside the closet like a familiar, but her gummy eating habit has given her away.
Saw her chance. She attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But back to the point I was making before, the wording of the letter. Let's change the place and time to the beach house at 2:30.
Because of that,
Is there a reason she absolutely had to kill Mahiru at 2:30 and not like 2 or whatever they had scheduled before? Because the wording made it seem like this meeting was going to be a thing, but Hiyoko decided this is the time that I'm going to kill Mahiru.
this is obviously someone's trap. Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
That's what we're trying to figure out, Ibuki.
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe?
But would the person with the mask very obviously leave their mask lying there where they could get caught?
Mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
But we don't know who was wearing it.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
Like, I never said anything about wearing that mask!
Why I'd wear such a childish mask? Is your brain fried or something? That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice. Huh?
Oh my god, Sonia, there's no serial killer on the island!
Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice.
Sonia, there's something I have to tell you. If there was a serial killer hiding on this island, I would know.
To say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
You'd really tear this hot body limb from limb?
Playing with Sonia, it's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Hiyoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
No, that's just my default state. I'm always unreasonably stubborn.
Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
We're probably gonna find some evidence that proves she's not the killer, but I can't think of what it is. It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. She's too small. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone. Weep, 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 weep. Gummy bag.
Upon this mystery's conclusion,
Did we see a gummy bag?
Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
I'm telling you,
It's a trap.
There's no doubt.
Down.
You went to the
Beach house, right? I guess, like, that gummy is the evidence that Hiyoko was in the beach house. But do we know she killed Mahiru?
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it? The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
Speak for yourself, Shrimp!
You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
I tasted that gummy and it wasn't the same brand.
Strawberry.
I have the evidence in my mouth. It's partially melted on Hajime's tongue. Lemon flavor?
The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon.
I also tasted the gummy. It was very obviously lemon flavored.
Yellow?
It has both Hajime's and my saliva on it. That means we kissed.
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Wait. Did we ever break it? I remember we broke into Mahiru's cottage.
Drop that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap.
So not Hiyoko's gummy, but I still have the feeling she was in the beach house doing something.
I'll get my revenge. I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might.
Not strong enough to kill you, but it'll definitely hurt.
You little bitch. You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Then get ready to be bopped.
We're not done with Hiyoko
Yet.
There's still a huge
Ikon's
piece of
autopsy
evidence
report.
left.
Is this where we discover that Hiyoko's too tiny to leave that big of a dent in Mahiru's head?
Important piece of evidence. And we can thank
Mahiru for it.
What does that mean? Mahiru used her
Last
last
ounce of strength. No, because her death was instant.
No, that's wrong. Mahiru didn't
Block the door. Yeah, the killer moved Mahiru's body to block the door. Yes, instant death, it can happen, as is the case.
Yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
You keep making shit up. I'll fucking kill you!
Try me, small fry.
Hiyoko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I disrespect everyone equally.
I mean,
Her injury was only a single blow.
that's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door.
Someone else used her body to block it. Here, I'm going to keep people from finding the body with the body.
The killer, of course.
They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. But they egregiously left the front door unblocked, and that's how we found it.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Look, we already figured it out. I'm safe. I'm too small.
No! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body?
But she's too small to drag the body, so obviously it can't be her. Because Mahiru is a normal-sized person, and Hiyoko is a little runt with tiny little muscles. And I running away from the beach house crying. Like that.
She was clean.
Yeah, there's no blood on her. What do you think of that, Fuyuhiko?
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay!
Yeah.
With this, my innocence has been proven!
Whoever killed Mahiru would probably get a ton of blood. I'm gonna get Fuyuhiko, get off my screen. I'm trying to have a good time here, Fuyuhiko, and here you are ruining
We
it.
haven't decided that yet.
We have decided that, yeah. How did if Hiyoko is the killer, how did she get clean?
I'm telling you, she's the killer. That little bitch is definitely the killer.
Where's your evidence? Because I have evidence and you don't. Well, I have a gun and you don't! Metal bat, iron barred windows, shower room. Which shall we use to defeat Fuyuhiko?
Mahiru didn't block the door. Then Hiyoko
Who
did
did
it.
it?
She killed
Mahiru
and blocked the door
with her body.
Hiyoko is
The
the
only
only
killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved
The body
then she should be
covered in blood.
So what, dumbass?
Look at her, she's very
Shower
clearly
room
not.
inside the beach house.
Oh, the shower room isn't working.
After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
If you had been in the bathroom, you tiny person, you would know that the shower room is broken. And Monomi simply refuses to get it fixed by a plumber. She insists on using her magic stick, which is also broken. Honestly, what kind of resort operator are you, Monomi, that you don't have a maintenance team?
Maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
I still feel like you'd see some blood on her.
Are you saying I did something bad for her?
She could have gotten a little on her face, and how would she have washed that off? Hiyoko took off her clothes before committing murder? No, that should be impossible. Oh yeah, she doesn't know how to tie her kimono, so she just doesn't.
Let's see. Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
And that's why she went for days without a shower. And she's, I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
And it seems unlikely that she had an accomplice to help her. That's just like an extra step of complication.
Oh, yeah. She couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smell bad.
Did you really have to mention that?
I didn't smell. It only smelled a little.
Okay, fine, I smelled.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Because of Monomi's draconian rules.
I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
That's because my machine gun is so damn loud.
Rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
She didn't get any blood on her because she's not the killer.
The blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met
But
up
she looks like she cracked her skull herself. Why aren't you at the emergency room, Akane?
Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed out.
You need to go to a hospital, ma'am. So, like, I don't think Akane is actually the killer. I don't know what her motive would be. I think she and Mahiru would just chill. What?
Actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does?
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right?
Yes, Hiyoko, you're fine.
Okay? That I'm not the killer?
Yes, we know you're not the killer, Hiyoko.
Seems like it.
And if Fuyuhiko speaks up again, I am going to smack his stupid face.
Because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Hiyoko, if you don't mind me saying so, we've kind of moved on from you, Hiyoko.
Please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig Bart. I hope you get a hangnail and die.
You do realize that it's very unlikely for a hangnail to kill someone, right? Folly, get an infection. More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up, accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else in mind? Is he trying to frame Hiyoko?
Hey, Hiyoko, now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
What kind of truth, you emo freak? I've already told you everything I know.
Still went to the beach house, right?
Well, yeah.
Like I said, it was a trap.
So yeah, it was pretty clear that Hiyoko was at the beach house, but we don't know what she was doing.
Can you give us the details about that trap?
Maybe when you stop being so creepy.
I'd like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Well, yeah, I know what I said earlier. Yeah, she never talked to me at all. Yeah, I was lying. Man, what a surprise. I did not expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say it.
So now that nobody suspects me, I could finally say it out
What's
loud.
your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
And that's a compliment?
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but
Then she received the note to meet at
around
2:30.
noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Mahiru Koizumi. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Letter Hiyoko received has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So Mahiru and Hiyoko received letters from each other with oddly similar wording. One asking to change the place and one asking to change the place and time. So obviously, both of them have been hoodwinked. Someone else wrote these letters.
Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Well, yeah, it changes the time and not the place. But other than that, anyway, these two have been hoodwinked. These letters were written by a secret third person who was trying to trick them in some way. So obviously, like, it was it. Hiyoko arrives at the beach house at 2. Mahiru arrives at the beach house at 2:30. And that's when Mahiru dies. And I think, like, they've invited Hiyoko there earlier so they could frame her. So yeah, time is still the same at 2 p.m.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
Yeah.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meanings.
Yeah, they wanted them in the same place so that the framing could go successfully.
But for both letters to say the same thing?
Yeah,
Hiyoko,
obviously.
Since you wrote it, what do
Yeah,
you think?
obviously someone here is committing some forgery.
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? I feel like it was both. I feel like the killer was up to some funny business. I feel like they orchestrated this whole thing so they could kill Mahiru and pin it on Hiyoko.
The killer must have forged both letters.
And have we really gotten a good look at the handwriting? How different is the handwriting? What does Mahiru's handwriting look
Seems
like?
very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters,
Seems like the wording.
confirmed. Just as I assumed. The handwriting
Yeah,
is
the
same.
wording, the
content of
handwriting,
letters
man,
matches
whoever
too.
forged these letters is terrible at forgery.
I was
I
going
wanted to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you. Put this in your mailbox. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. The person who wants to interfere is me, but let's not think about that.
Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
And the fact that neither of them
Both of those letters.
actually mentioned it to each other.
They were able to control Hiyoko and
They were in the beach house at the same time, but
like a netherworld.
I guess Mahiru wasn't alive for much long for them to share the letters.
And
And
then
Mahiru's killer
took me for a fool. How mean! Give me back my. I'm not an idiot.
Aw man, who's gonna tell her?
I've offered to help
So,
so many times. But the
I'm
killer this time
95%
decided to play with me
sure
at all.
the killer doesn't care about
It's all
you.
my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Oh boy.
Here we go again.
How many times do I have to tell you, Nagito, that nothing going on in this case has anything to do with you? So based on what the letter said, moving on from that guy,
Right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is
what happened afterward, there was a whole half-hour period between Hiyoko and Mahiru showed up. You don't just fall asleep like that.
I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine.
Okay,
or
then
something.
so Hiyoko
Medicine?
was chloroformed when she arrived at the beach house.
Did they get it from the drugstore?
Well, I guess that's kind of obvious.
See? They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
Do they have a license to deliver these medicines? Are they governed by any legal body?
Sorry.
I'm thinking no.
When I woke up, I was
Does it
inside
say-
a small closet.
Okay, so the killer chloroformed Hiyoko and hid her in the closet.
I saw Mahiru's body.
So that, like...
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
Well, yeah, you would too!
I was scared. I was really, really scared.
Yeah, they chloroformed Hiyoko and hid her in the closet so that she'd be in the beach house when Mahiru's there dead on the floor.
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from
Yeah.
the start. And for that reason,
They summoned Hiyoko.
Hiyoko before Mahiru.
What I'm wondering is, like, why the gap has to be half an hour.
So their
Like,
reason for blocking the door.
did they really need that much time to put Hiyoko to sleep and put her in the closet before Mahiru showed up? They couldn't have done like 5 or 10 minutes?
It was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible. I didn't do anything wrong.
Except for all the insults, but we can forget about that.
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
You do not need to toy with our emotions anymore, you small, small child.
Those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
So just quit being a bitch for Hiyoko. You're gonna call me a bitch? I still have a revolver.
The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other.
The next
So
The
if
next
you believe
Danganronpa
each other
running
so
gag in
easily,
Danganronpa
then
2.
there's definitely something
Fuyuhiko
wrong.
has a gun and keeps threatening to shoot people, except he never actually
We
does.
aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together.
Well, I'm certainly not working together with the likes of you, you insane person. I'm running out of insults. I'm so sorry.
The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Clashing with each other is poetry.
Two dopes having sex.
That's what a class trial should be. Seriously, which side are you on?
I don't know, and that's the beauty of it.
Absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
But Gray, and you do not yearn for your life or even for victory.
You're just a pure
Just
chaos.
stick with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop.
Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time, so let's just ignore him forever and continue with the trial.
Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue
Contained
contained
in what Hiyoko told us. Yes, so she went to sleep,
let us
woke up
believe Hyoko's words and
woke
discuss
up
it once
in
again
the
with
closet.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other.
I, of course, am referring to Fuyuhiko.
That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
I have all of CBS's money. I will get whatever outcome I want.
Whoa. He's sleeping.
Guys, speed it up. The trial's getting too boring.
You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other,
I get it. You're with the Yakuza and you don't trust anybody. Well, some of us are normal people and we know we have social skills. The bitter truth, that may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Non-stop debate. Bleep, 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 bleep. Even when what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. So let's non-stop debate. Bleep, 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 bleep. Oh man, I was really hoping there'd be a non-stop debate right there.
well now.
Now that the climax has reached its climax. Wait, I said that wrong. I would like to present the answer right here, right now. You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't, that's seriously a big no-no. There's gonna be a huge flame war on Twitter, all about it. You do realize it's not called Twitter anymore now, right? Elon Musk now owns Twitter and named it X. I am not going to lick Elon Musk's boots for anything. Who's the club president? So without further ado, the answer is Elon Musk. I thought you said there wasn't anybody hiding on the island, and that you made sure of it. You say none.
In German when you're surprised.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Okay then, class trial reopen. Non-stop debate.
I'm moaning it, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that. I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do.
Why do they have to make this song go so hard?
Don't lose to yourselves, and don't forget to save regularly.
These videos to your watch later playlist. You're not actually playing this game, you dweeb.
To believe Hiyoko. Now what?
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then
Something that was used there might be a clue. Okay, thank you, Chiaki. Which one?
Letter?
Oh, I'm like...
It was probably the gummy.
Oh yeah, they could have planted the gum, but their lack of gummy knowledge gave them away because they didn't know Hiyoko's favorite gummy bag didn't have lemon gummies. And that's where I'm gonna end the video. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to blast that patriarchy, smash that like button, Bomberman that subscribe button. I will see you on Friday with the continuation of the Danganronpa 2 trial. Goodbye.